Hello, historians. Okay, I'm going to show you how to complete the assignment that I want you to do. So you have three things you need to find. You've selected a native Arizona civilization. You need to find one image and two articles. One article can be about a Eurocentric point of view, and one article needs to be kind of a challenge or an alternative viewpoint. All right, and you can only use library resources. You're not allowed to just Google. You're not allowed to just go on Wikipedia. I want you to be able to navigate the website and the library databases. So you can do that a couple different ways. You can click on Ask a Librarian. You can click on my links here, and I'm just going to show you how to do it in about 10 minutes or so. So I just bookmark the library's webpage on my browser because I use it multiple times a day. So I would encourage you to do that if you have space on your bookmarks. If you can't, you can just go to the South Mountain Community College website, scroll down ever so slightly, and hear this gray bar where it says library. You can also Google South Mountain Community College Library and get to it that way, but I wouldn't encourage it because they have two websites. So I would encourage you to do it through our college. Now, the very first thing you can do is use this OneSearch, this kind of grayish bar, like right here in the middle, because you are all accustomed to, all of us are accustomed to just typing something into Google and having answers pop up for us. That's just the reality of the artificial intelligent world we live in now. So what you can just do is type in your keyword. So if you were researching Ancestral Pueblo, you would type in Ancestral Pueblo or Mogollon or Hohokam. But I'm doing Clovis, so I just type in Clovis. Let's see what comes up. Now, while that's migrating, I want to show you a reminder of what I did. So this is what I created using library resources only. Here's source one. I provide just like a 1 or 2 sentence long summary, a citation, and how I found it. Source two, summary, citation, and how I found it. And then here's my image, and I include a citation and how I found it. Okay, you can do the same. So you'll notice that one of these, this source number 2, I found using Libraries OneSearch. So I typed in Clovis, and here's what populates. So now you're going to need to be a little bit selective, right? You're probably going to need to choose which of these things you want to look at. Remember, you can do one that's Eurocentric and one that's a different perspective. So let's just click on this, Clovis. Let's see what comes up. Now you may have a firewall or a security block on your computer. So be patient. If it takes a while for the library resources to load, you might have to log into your account. You might have to log into the library. It just kind of depends. So this looks like, to me, it's an ebook, which I have no interest in reading the whole book, right? I just need to find a little article. So that's not the one I want. So I'm going to close that option. Well, what I can do with my OneSearch is I can look over here under these filters, and I can refine my search to full text online so that I only have access, so that doesn't like take me to a book that I have to go to Phoenix College or whatever to check it out. And let's say I want a journal article. And I also like those references. So I'm going to click on reference as well. Scroll down to reference. Where'd it go? There we go. Gosh darn it. Come on, reference. There it is. Okay. All right, let's click on this one, the Columbia Encyclopedia. Maybe this is just a web resource. Okay, so this doesn't quite look like what I want either, right? It's like, this is more of a location discussion. So maybe I click on Clovis, New Mexico and see if this gives us more, because we know that the Clovis people were named after what was found in Clovis, New Mexico. That's too short. I guess we could click on that and see what we think. Okay, here we go. Just a very brief description of the Clovis culture and kind of what their origin story is. The origins of the Clovis culture probably lie in Alaska. Knowledge of them comes from their kill sites rather than their settlements, etc. Okay, that could be a perfectly fine, maybe Eurocentric source, right? Let's say I want to use that. Sounds good. It's not what I put on my example, but it's just a great example of like what you can do. So here's your source. How do you cite it? How do you share it? How do you make sure that you link back to it? You don't forget. See this little button right here that says cite? I can just click on cite and the citation populates for me. You can do APA if you're more of like a science major, MLA or Chicago if you're more of a social sciences or humanities major. So you can just copy and paste that, and then you paste it right into your response. And let's say we think that this is the Eurocentric one. So that's one way to find a source. And let me show you one other way to find it. So you could just use that one search, filter, go from there. The other thing I really like to do is, do you see here where it says list of academic databases? I click on that, and then there's a couple that I really like, but you can do a couple different things. Under subjects, you can just select history. There's 18 different databases. So for example, American Indian Experience, that's a full database just on American Indian or Paleo Indian or Native American, right? Or indigenous people. We can click on this and it might have content that might really interest us. The other one, my very favorite, is the US History Galen Context. And I'm going to show you how to use both of those before we're all done. So let's start with, it looks like my Galen Context loaded first. So I'm going to type here in the bar, maybe we'll do Clovis first, right? Clovis first. And then look at all of these different types of materials. I can get a journal article, I can get a news brief, a reference, a magazine, a video, or an audio. New perspectives on the Clovis versus pre-Clovis controversy. First peoples in the New World colonizing Ice Age America, Clovis and Western stem population, etc., etc. That's like a journal article, right? Or what if I took out the word first and I just typed in Clovis? Well, here's what I like. Again, academic journals, reference, biographies. I know biographies is not going to be right because we're not looking for a person named Clovis. But look, images. I can click on images right here and look at all those. This is the one I picked. So obviously the King of Franks is not who we're looking for. We're looking for more like a Native American history. We don't need these little cartoons, but his name was Clovis, so that's why he populates. Maybe I want to look at academic journals to see what populates. Again, that new perspectives on the Clovis first, Clovis blade technologies, Clovis blade technology, hunting strategies, right? All very interesting to me. So any one of those sources can be used. And again, the library will help you cite these materials on your own, or for you, really on your behalf. So let's go back to that picture that I liked. Let's do the images again. And you saw I picked this one, the Clovis spear points. I click on that, and look, all I need to do is see this right here where it says cite, click on that. And again, MLA, APA, Chicago, Harvard, we'll stick with MLA, copy and paste. There's my citation, done. So I've got my image, I've got one of my articles. If I wanted to use that American Indian Experience, I could also search this database. Let's look up Clovis first, or let's just do Clovis. See what happens. Look at that, a Clovis point, the first inhabitants of what is South Dakota. Look at that, Clovis culture. Look at all of that material that I have now found. And once again, I can cite right here. So what you're going to do is you're going to find two articles you really like. You want one of them to be kind of Eurocentric, and you want one of them to be not Eurocentric. So either from the Native perspective or just from an alternative or challenging viewpoint. And you want one image, and you want to summarize and cite each of these and share them with us in the class. I hope this quick little tutorial helps you a little bit. If you still need help, please let me know. I'm more than happy to reach out or support you in your research.